Hey, this is Josh Chapman with Sonic Electronix, and we're here at the 2012 NAMM show at the Numark Booth. And I'm joined here by Chris Roman. He's the Senior Product Manager. He designs all this stuff, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this new controller out from Numark right now. Chris?
Yep, this is the iDJ Pro. Numark started working with Apple about 8 years ago and developing the very first control systems that work for the MI industry with the iDJ 1, where you can plug a couple iPods into it, you had a 30-pin connector in the bottom of it, and you can charge the iPod all at the same time. We realized that there were some limitations with what the iPod could do, so we developed the next unit, which was the iDJ Pro, which allowed you to play 2 songs off the same iPod at the same time. And last year we came out with a new unit, the iDJ Live, which was like first sort of DJ system that you can actually integrate with your iPad, which takes advantage of what Apple did in the iPad, which is add the ability to put in some apps and mixing of more than one song at the same time, and all those kinds of things. But it was a pretty simplistic approach of taking advantage of that. But it was also sort of maybe our training wheels and trying to figure out, okay, where we're going to go, how we're going to make this work, and all those things. So last year we started working on the iDJ Pro, and here it is. The iDJ Pro integrates your iPad into the system now, so it's not a separate piece. It charges the iPad and does all the things that an iPad needs to do, such as the iPad has access to the cloud, so it has access to all these songs. You're out working live, you need a song, and you don't have the song with you, you can go get any song anywhere in the world, right? So you always have access to you always have that request, right? So that's one of the big advantages of using an iPad. One of the other advantages is our collaboration with what we're doing with Algorithm right now, which is their DJ application is the top-selling application on the Apple Store for DJs, and it's one of the top overall when it comes to even business applications and the rest of it. They won an award last year, their Apple Design Award. They've been App of the Year. You know, they have all these different really cool things going on with the application. Apple loves them, we love them, and so the three of us are all kind of working together, Apple, Numark, Algorithm, and creating these kinds of solutions. What Algorithm's done with their application, with DJ, is they've created a version on the Mac and also on the iPad. Everything you do on the Mac version also shows up on the iPad version. You set up a loop over here, you can have the loop going on your iPad. So all those cue points, things like that, are all stored in both places. So that's what iPad can do for you. Now, this is not an iPad commercial. This is all about the iDJ Pro, of course, right?
Sure.
So what we've done is we've taken the iPad and said, you know, it's nice it has a touch surface on it, but it doesn't have wheels on it. It doesn't have knobs on it. It doesn't have the buttons on it. It doesn't have that tactical feel that you want to have as a DJ.
Yeah.
You can't DJ on an iPad. You want to DJ on a real control surface. And of course, Numark makes control surfaces. So we developed the iDJ Pro, which has, you know, your capacitive touch wheels, as much as the capacitive touch screen is here, and allows you to control everything here instead of having to touch the screen. Now, it doesn't end there. You can actually use a screen, and what you'll notice is there's an XY pad here to be able to control your effects. So when you turn on the effects, you can control the effects directly right there on the iPad. We have your EQing, so you can EQ the songs. We have of course, all your loops are matched up with what goes on in the application. You have your hotkeys, you have your sync controls, you have a real crossfader, and you also can select your songs with the browse button that's right down the middle there. Now, that's nice, that's all well and good, of course. It gives you all the real controls, but there's a little bit more here. We have the ability to plug in external sources. If you need to plug in another iPod, or if you need to plug in something else, like a CD player, you can do that on the front. We have a microphone input on the front, very much like the NS7. And on the back of it, we have balanced outputs, and we also have RCA outputs, so you can run to a set of speakers a good distance away with your balanced outputs, or a home system maybe with the RCA outputs. But that's not it. Not just it. We have a bit more. So on the iPad, you have this great ability now to broadcast wirelessly if you want to. So on the iPad, you have your AirPlay. On the iPad, you have your Bluetooth technology. And so taking advantage of that, and this is what DJ already does, you can output now to your AirPlay system in the house, or you can output to a Bluetooth system. And what's really cool about that for us right now is Numark has another brand over here called Alto. Alto Professional showing off at this show a Bluetooth speaker system, professional Bluetooth speaker system you can actually receive the signal on. Wow. So now you can go out and DJ, get a set of those speakers, get the iDJ Pro, and you can DJ wirelessly if you want to.
Well, that sounds fantastic, Chris. Thank you so much for showing us a little bit on this.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for tuning in to Sonic TV. Stay tuned for some more stuff from NAMM 2012, and thanks to Numark.